Hey there everybody. We're going to be doing a special video here today. As you can see, I'm in my creative world in this huge mess of gearboxes and bricks. And the reason that we're here is I'm going to do a tutorial video. This is a kiln, and I'm going to be showing you how to build it and how it works. First off, I can show you how it works right here. Now, there's actually a little bit of a bug it has as of the 1.2.3 update, where sometimes the clay will stop being fired. And I don't actually know what's causing that. I will figure it out, and if I do, I will release a video with a fix for it. But for now, this is pretty much useful. And I can always rewire the clay pot to go back into the thing if it pops out uncooked. So I'm going to go over to a clear area and get started. Alright, so I got part of the wiring set up. Well, not the wiring, but the axles. No, I'll just call it wiring. It's basically the same thing. So here we have 9 hibachi with redstone torches underneath. And we have a bellows. And I think I actually figured out why my other bellows was not keeping the fire stoked. And that was because my old method of using a sticky piston with a gearbox was no longer valid as of 1.2. So just doing it straight wiring into a gearbox. Just like this. And this should keep the fire stoked non-stop. And of course, spread fire everywhere. But for now, we're going to keep that fire down. Although I don't suppose it really matters if we keep it down or not, since I have the brick covering over it. So alright, so this is the, well, these two corners aren't necessary, but these 4 brick blocks are necessary for the kiln, which is right here that the pottery goes. And here we can have a brick, but we need some sticky pistons. One will go here, and the other goes there. Actually, it doesn't go there, it goes on that one. Okay. And I need to double check the wiring. Let's see. Alright. Let's go back and copy that. I think it was here. No. I'm going to figure this out off camera because I can't remember anything. Alright, so I made a 9x9 block because that actually will help me remember. I can take that off. And the thing I need for this piston is power to it by default. And this one needs to be off by default. Be back in just a second. My cat is pawing at my door. Alright, cat is now in my room, which is kind of a treat for her because I don't usually have her in my room while I'm recording anything. Anyway, this is how the wiring is set up for the basic piston use. And that is where we're going to have our block dispenser. Oof, my cat just jumped in my lap. There it is. And I'm going to go ahead and fill that with some unfired pottery. Oop. There. And then I'll put a glass block there so we have a viewing area. Next we have the timing system. And zip back over here for a moment. I did have this kind of set up weird. Alright, we want this one set to max with a single torch. This one set one below max with a torch on each side. I need that sticky piston back again. did I have any delays set up on that? Not for this one, but the next one's going to have 4 max delay repeaters. Get rid of the glass. Okay, it is turning. Now let's make sure this one works. Alright, it's perfect. Where's that repeater at? Here we go. Alright, and here we go for the test run. Pistons work just fine. And pottery pops out. Of course, right now the fire doesn't really seem to be stoked. Or actually it is. I forgot I took the lever off. Alright, so the pottery ends up going here. And this is where we get Buildcraft involved. We need to remove this block. Actually, leave that out. There we go, we have a little collection area now. And I've only had a few times where the pottery ends up sitting on this repeater. But for the most part, it goes into the piping and into the chest. I suppose this is something that could be fixed if you were to get rid of this piston altogether and maybe put this pipe right here. Yeah, that looks like it'll work just fine. Pottery cooks, and it's always collected. So there, we've just improved my kiln. And there's no need for this extra wiring up here. So, final product with the improved version ends up looking a little bit closer to this. You probably could take this out altogether, but I'm not going to bother. You can if you want. And while we're on the topic of pottery, I came up with a little game using the vases. Vases. Now, vases you can store one item in, and you can shoot them with a bow and arrow. So you kind of have a little mini game that you can do. You have to have them set up like this, because any more densely packed end, the items will often fall onto the top of the vase next to it. And you can store anything in these vases. This would kind of be fun if you want to make like a little mini game out of it on a multiplayer server if there's ever going to be one. I didn't even realize I had that chest connected to the pipe. Anyways, set up the vases. Oops. I need an actual block to set up the center one. Damn it. But I'll show you what I'm talking about with the items falling on top of other vases. Well, that time nothing actually fell on the vase. Okay, I'm not getting lucky at all with this. And there went my bow. Alright, you just have to take my word for it. But that concludes this tutorial video. Next time I will show you an automated soul urn making video. So until next time, hope you like watching, subscribe, share with your friends, do whatever. See you guys later.